The Sumerians were the first civilization, building with nothing but mud brick, bitumen, and reeds, and built the first stones of civilization. The Egyptians followed. Master artisans, crafters, builders, they built pyramids to pierce the skies, carved the gaze of the Sphinx to watch over time itself. Then came the Romans. They didn't only build, they perfected what every civilization did. They spanned rivers, found cities with domes, and etched an empire together with roads and aqueducts. Then, you have us.
And then you have our glorious civilization right here. Welcome to my world of Grounded. About probably 5 years in making. We played this ever since it was early release on Xbox, and I'm here to show you the intricacies of insert name civilization here. I haven't thought of a name yet. Okay, so basically, let me explain. Every building we've ever made is made out of only two materials. It is made out of grass, weed stems, and stone. That is, and clovers, I guess. So technically before I lied. And basically, we have not progressed the story at all. And by we, I mean the boys, me, and also me. So first things first, let's start off with let's start off a little small, okay? You know, forget it, let's just show you the big attraction. Here is the cross. As you can see, it's still in construction, it's still being built and all that, but if that destroyed everything, I would have been, something would have happened. And yeah, basically, yeah, I'll show you about it later. We have the medical building here, we have a church here, we have a blacksmith here, as you know, as one usually does. That building I'm going to talk about later, okay? Don't worry, there's different sites around. We got storage over here, okay? We got a bridge, okay? We call this the Mesolithic Bridge. That's a lie, I made that name up on the spot. And we have houses, so if anyone wants to live here, you know, we have plenty of homes with beds and weapons for you, okay? Right, this civilization is a combination between Vikings, the Greeks, and God. Here we are, this is a pretty cool spot, okay? You know, this is more like communal living, you know, how people sometimes want to talk to their neighbors. I mean, to be fair, with houses like these, it's really the only thing you can do. And let's show you one of the greatest achievements known to man. We have the Amazon warehouse. And as every Amazon warehouse does, it has 0 bathrooms inside. So yeah, up here, upstairs, you have weed stems. Originally, this was going to be the water storage area, but budget cuts. And grass stems. We turned all into crude rope, because surprisingly, you need a lot of crude rope to build shit around here. Who would have thunk? And this is probably the most important part. Here is the statue. So here's a little thing you gotta know about our civilization. Every single civilization had an enemy you had to overcome. Whether it was the Romans against the Camalonians, the Carthaginians, whether it was the Egyptians against someone, or if it was the Americans against Europeans. World War II. And so, what are we against, alright? Well, as you can see here, this little guy is a threat to our society. They have attacked our houses multiple times. They have destroyed parts of our building. They have attacked the cross, and now they are public enemy number 1. And as you see later on, you're gonna see plenty more where that comes from, okay? You're gonna learn a little bit about the history there, if you so speak. Over here, we got someone's freaking manor. They live. They can watch over. They have a nice view, $1 million view, as a real estater would say. And yeah, basically, that's really all you need to know about it. Okay, here we go. We have a wall. Okay, this is where it used to be the little red ticks here. Okay, we found a way to keep them out. We actually just built a wall, basically. That's basically what we did. And here is the start of our glorious Colosseum. It's also a hybrid between Romans, because of course. And the plan was, okay, we were actually going to build this, copy and paste this right here, and build it around the entire, stink bug area, right? Or so we thought, but, you know, turned out that's a pretty big project to take on, so, stay tuned for that. Then we have one of the most glorious things. Did I already say glorious? The most prettiest things. Well, you know, before we go in and show you all of the interiors and all that, look at the grand staircase of this thing, okay? The staircase is a house in itself. And if you look around, you'll see a bit of history around there, right? And you see those guys with the ant faces? That guy represents us pushing off the ants and, you know, murdering them. Because we hate ants here. And stink bugs, but, you know, they're less of a priority. The ants are the number 1 public enemy over here. Then we have the wolf spider. As you'll see around the world, okay, we have found these wolf spiders, okay? We found them, and we locked them up. And this right here is supposed to represent that thing. Okay, I'll show you. Don't worry. Don't worry, baby dreamers. I'll show you where some of those locked spiders are. You're gonna love that. And now that the pleasantries is out the way, let's go ahead and go inside of our beautiful building, might I add. Here it is. You know, it's still a work in construction. No, it's been a while since I played this world, okay? Give it a fair chance, all right? It's, you know, it took a while. It takes us a while to do anything. But here up here is where all the senators / council members / governors / everything / jarls will go on. Okay, all of them are just gonna stand around the stadium. Right, this is the government building, don't worry. It still is, okay? Where not only they make decisions, but like anyone who speaks heresy against the Republic or does anything like that, they get sent down here and they're forced to fight our enemies. Kind of like a Colosseum, you know? Kind of like that. You know, and this was based upon the Chinese statue where actually they would build statues that you made specifically to disrespect, like spit on it, come on it, whatever you do on it, like freaking take a shit on it. Then we have Hoover Dam 2. The sequel. Okay, stay tuned, okay? You're gonna see about that cage up wolf spy we're talking about. These guys are our enemies. They are the threat. And what me and some of the boys, including me, and maybe Clancy, and maybe other people, is that we're gonna go in and we're gonna bomb the shit out of them, okay? We are going to use, like, we're gonna take all their queen eggs, right? We're going to put explosives inside of them, right? Gunpowder, whatever you name it. Throw it in the hole and boom! But enough of that. Fireflies. You know, fireflies, they're pretty nice, okay? They take our water from our stuff, but you know, that's fine. You know, we can coexist, okay? We don't need to make an enemy out of everyone. Oh, right, I forgot. We tried to cover the entire lake with nothing but grass flooring, because, like, why wouldn't you? And here it is. Hoover Dam, the the sequel. Right, by the way, what we just explored was Plymouth the Deluxe Not Lost Edition. It's also a hybrid between American Civilization. Who would have thunk? And here it is, the observatory. Okay, we do a little bit of research around here, right? And let's just, spiders are a little nocturnal, right? So let me just show you, let's just show you a little bit of my little friend here, okay? If you open the door... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, I thought he was still sleeping. I didn't know he was gone. Anyways, we have double doors. He's trapped in here and he's never able to get out. You can kill him, but he respawns. So, you know, we decided it's better just, you know, trap him, let him live. We don't give him food either. I don't know how he still survives without food, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever. And here is the laboratory, the observatory, whatever you want to call it, where we experiment on bugs. Yeah, basically that's the lore. We observe bugs, okay? The scientists have equipment if they want to do more experiments. You know, it's about what you expect. Mainly this was meant to be a cage to like encage the gnome as a show of power, you know, like Romans were known to like power and all that. They were aura farming basically, I guess. And yeah, we caged his foot and he hasn't been able to move since. I don't think he's ever moved either, so you know, there might be that too. And yeah, here is our fort. Hoover Dam 2, the pre-sequel. Wink emoji. And yeah, it's pretty bare bones, you know, you kind of just construct this all around. You kind of have this civilization right here, you know. And you just snipe them, you know? Like, let's just say I want to go ahead and snipe this bee right... Do I not have arrows? I do have arrows. Because... Okay, watch. If I hit this, I think I'm going to be so much better. Ah, I missed. Okay, whatever. I don't want to find any stupid bees anyways. Maybe another time, huh? Maybe another video. Another stream, maybe. And finally, last and certainly least, we have the croissant. And here you go. The last, certainly least area. It's not as interesting. We have these convenience stations. You get around, you know, if you're hungry, you want to do stuff. They destroyed the campfires, because of course they did. And yeah, this is just, we just harvest all the sap from this tree. That's really all you need to do it. So, with that all explored and done, this is basically our entire world, and... Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. And, you know, finally, to end it all off, I think we have to at least get on top of the cross, because not only is the cross the tallest thing in this land, it also doubles as an observatory. So this is how you get up. And you see, there's actually been 3 reconstructions of this. First one, it was just a glass slope. Second one, it was acorn stairs. And the third one, you just jump right up here. And after you jump right up here, you just get to see the gloriousness. Just the beauty of everything. Just get to see across the entire map. And you know, this actually, historically, back when this was first made, this was made as a little rebellion, you know? Like, this was built based on spite, because a little someone stole... some of my grass planks, and naturally, I destroyed their door. I destroyed parts of the base, and yeah. And you know, back in our, I'd say early heydays of our civilization, there wasn't enough weed stems to go around, you know, okay? You know, early grounded was a different place, okay? It was hard, you know, it was just hard. But now with this observatory, this cross, we can now just look across the entire land for daffodils, dandelions, and just weed stems in general. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. It might be a short video because, like, you know, I just want to show around the world. And yeah, that's really all I have to show you. Bye.